Hey guys, what is up? How you doing? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 10. And oh boy, guys, I just confused myself so much. I was looking at the date to get this intro right. And I'm like, the 10th? Wait a minute. I don't remember posting a video on the 10th. And so I'm looking at my thing and it says day 9. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I look at the time and I'm like, oh, it's 12:30. That's why it's tomorrow. Bailey has also chosen this very moment to have the loudest and the fastest zoomies in the world. I wanted to start the unicorn tonight, but I got distracted on TikTok. So we're gonna start tomorrow. So I've done a tally. You'll see it in the next clip over. I need one to make one more Grinch and one more reindeer, and then that display is full. But obviously the priority is going to be the unicorn, and so we're going to work on that. But guys, it is spring cleaning in December. It is we need an end of year spring cleaning name. Christmas cleaning? I don't know. We'll brainstorm it. But anyways, I was feeling the motivation. I'm making a 2025 checklist, my goal list, and I was not happy with my background. I watch a lot of YouTubers, like I have been saying, and their backgrounds are so pretty, so beautiful, and I am very grateful for what I have, and I'm very thankful to have my own studio, workspace, area for my business, and I'm very thankful that my mom gave up the master for me. But I wanted to change, so I got talking to mom, and the displayers you will see at the end of the video, we actually have two of them on our porch, and I think we have one. Anyways, not the point. It holds our water supply for hurricanes, like toilet water and such. And I loved the way it looked. So I said to mom, I'm like, hey mom, would you please buy me one? Are they expensive? She's like, nah, they're not expensive. Let me get you one. So I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So I started to clean my studio, which is what you're looking at now, which this is sped up, by the way. So this first clip is sped up. Clip 2 is not sped up. Clip 3 is sped up. And clip 4 is not sped up. If that helps. I don't know if you care that much. So I, of course, started to clean my studio. I started condensing my yarn. I started putting all my yarn in my yarn displayers. I know. Those yarn displayers are like completely stuffed. And most of it, like the only thing that I couldn't really get put away was my acrylics, unfortunately. And then I do have a bunch of Burnett kind of in my other corner here. Most of it is the unicorn yarn. But yeah, unfortunately, I do have a bunch of yarn that's not in a displayer yet. And I know you're going to ask, I do not plan on putting yarn on this new display. The thing is, there's multiple factors here. My biggest factor and the biggest issue is Bailey does like to put yarn in her mouth and swallow it. And yeah, I'm not gonna say could happen, but you could put two and two together here. So it being on the bottom shelf, it concerns me. Even the blanket, like I put the blanket I'm working on the second shelf, and even that's worrying me a little bit. I'm thinking about switching it and moving it up one. But with Bailey being a yarn eater, that sounds weird. It's just, yeah, it worries me too much to put yarn on this thing. Like, she's less likely to mess with, like, the amigurumi stuff. So that's why I'm fine with it being there. She does occasionally, like, sleep in the studio overnight. So in the little nook, where we wallpapered and I have my stitch chair, she has a blanket on the floor. And she's made it into her own, like, bed. She basically, she made her own room, in a way, So sometimes if I'm working late, she'll fall asleep there. I don't want to disturb her, so I let her sleep. I leave the door open. I turn off the light. I go to bed, But I only let her do that if there's no yarn anywhere. So if I have yarn on the bottom, that would just worry me too much. So yeah, I'm rambling. But yeah, no, I'm gonna if I put yarn on this, it's gonna be on the top shelf, where I'm hoping she can't figure out that she could probably jump up there. You know, she might be able to. Let's be honest. Now the only thing is, I didn't turn the camera on the other way to see if the camera view is what I want it to be. But yeah, I do want to let you know that there is a bucket, which you'll see in a couple clips, on the bottom level, and she's already claimed it as her bed. It's adorable. I knew she probably would. So the way I did it, hold on. So I bought, you'll see him again in a couple clips, but I bought these cute little, oh man, she just turned into a loaf. Bailey, please, you're too cute. I bought the small crates that I really like. Like, I like the bigger versions, but I bought smaller versions, and I bought 6, 7, 8. I bought 8 of those, and I don't know why. I need one more. It's an odd number, and it's annoying me. But I bought 9, or bought 8, and I put that on the left side, and then I had 2 big ones already, so I only bought 1 big one, and then I put the foam on the top, and it's beautiful. I love it. And there's a big one on the bottom, and she's in it right now, and she's looking so cute. So that clip you're looking at right now is me bringing Santa to the displayer, only to realize hours later while I'm at work, he didn't have a beard. I don't know what I was thinking. I just put him on the thing. He didn't have a beard. I have since corrected the issue. Now, I want you guys to take a note here. You see me sweeping. Now, in the earlier clip, I swept. And in this clip, I swept. So tell me how the poles, I'm not even exaggerating, the poles are covered in fur. How? How is that physically possible? I swept in the first clip. I swept in the second clip. Yeah, it's covered in fur already. I'm like, why? It's so annoying. But I love my kittens, so it is worth it. Actually, the yarn for that blanket is literally hanging down. I will need to fix that. But yeah, one of the 2025 goals, I don't actually know where that paper went. Oh yeah, so there's 3 boxes. After building 2 of them, I texted my mom. I'm like, Mom, I don't have room for the third one. And she's like, who said the third one was for you? The third one's mine. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I told you that third one's mine. I'm like, no, you didn't. So she claimed one of those boxes. So when you see the one box disappear, that's why. But one of my 2025 goals is to have 200 subs. And we're at 116, and that's just amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you so much. Now, I never did remember what those other 2, things that I wanted to have do in 2025 were. But I did come up with 2 more, so we're just going to start at the top of the list real quick. Oh, and since this is clip 3, this is sped up. I don't know if you can see. Anyways. So number 1 is going to be no buying yarn. I know. I'm actually really going to commit to this next year. Now, there are 2 exceptions that I mentioned before, but if you haven't watched any of the other vlogs, I recommend you do. But you know. So the first one is for custom orders. For example, I have a custom blanket that I'm working on that I haven't actually been working on. Should I need yarn for it, I am allowed to buy it. Even if it's 2025, that will be the one exception for that. Any custom orders that I run out of yarn, I am allowed to buy. Number 2, this one is a big wild card. Juicy Couture yarn. It has been on order for my store for a very long time. The numbers keep going up. I'm talking about Safety Yellow, Blue Crush, what's the other one I really want? Fluffy Fawn, Flake, Coral Haze, like all these beautiful colors. The coral haze is orange, by the way, like the perfect orange. Should they ever show up to my store, like they say they're supposed to be showing up, I am allowed to buy at least 2 skeins of each of those colors, just because. But other than that, yeah, we won't be buying anything. I literally have so much cotton, so much acrylic, so much brunette, chenille, baby bear, posh. I literally do not have room for any more yarn. It's literally overflowing onto the side of the camera that you don't see. It's pretty bad. Anyways, goal number 2, it's not really a goal, but it's more of a challenge. I want to keep every single yarn label. So whenever I finish a skein, whether it's a ball of yarn, a full skein, I will keep the label, and then at the end of the year, we will go over it and see how much yarn I actually used. Now, I want to say I'm going to be using a lot of yarn next year, because next year I really want to get more serious about my business. This year I did start to get a lot more serious. I did 2 major markets. The third one is in 5 days. 5 days if you count the day of, 4 days if you don't. Is that enough time to do a snuggler? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I want to save all the yarn labels. Number 3, we just talked about it. I want to get to 200 subs on YouTube. And that's more of a personal goal. But yeah, we're from what I can see, we're getting a new sub every day. And that's just amazing. I really appreciate it. Now, number 5. Now, this is going to have nothing to do with the current blankets, but I would like to get 2 custom orders. Doesn't matter what they are, but 2 custom orders. I give out. Bailey is literally a bowl inside the bucket on the bottom shelf. It's so cute. So at the markets, I was handing out a bunch of business cards. Every order, every purchase, they got a business card, they got a thank you card, but nobody followed up. Nobody, inquiring, nothing. And it's unfortunate. So I would like to get 2 custom orders for something, or, an order for something. Doesn't have to be a custom order, but just maybe like an order for a cow snuggler, something like that. I want to do 4 markets next year. As much as I love the flea market, I do not mean that. I mean 4 major markets. Now, when I say major, I mean the $50 booth fee, the $75 booth fee, stuff like that. I am trying to stick to $50 though. That's like a really good sweet spot for me. Like the market I'm going to in 5 days, that's a major market to me. Anything that's not the the flea market, I'm gonna call it a major market. And yeah, I want to do 4 of those next year. When we wrap up this year, we would have done 3. So I'm thinking about doing one in February, but that one is probably not going to be feasible. I'm thinking more March, but we'll see. Now, the reason why I think February won't be feasible is because there's a few factors. One, I've been putting off that blanket for this entire time, just so I could get enough inventory. Now that the market's going to be over soon, I am not going to prioritize anything but that blanket. I'm not going to do anything else but that blanket. Now, I anticipated taking the entirety of January. If it should take that long, then obviously I'm not going to have enough time to market prep. So that's why the February market would not be feasible. Because I'm not going to spend $50 if I don't have enough stuff, So that's why I'm aiming for more March. I saw a couple, and they looked pretty nice. So yeah. My plan for this market that's coming up is all my old stuff that I've had just a very long time that isn't selling. Maybe some of my, acrylic stuff, some of my beginner stuff when I was first starting, all that type of stuff that I've just had a very long time. it's basically going to go clearance. Everything is $5. Everything must go. I kind of just want to get rid of all my inventory. Obviously, not everything is going to be $5. Like the turtles, I'm increasing their price from 5 to 8. Mushy boys are going to be 8. The fishes in the bowls are 10. The snugglers are 15 at 20. Snugglers are 20. Like the dragon's going to be 10. Like I'm increasing my prices a little bit this year, but yeah, basically anything that's I've had a while that I'm not in love with, that hasn't sold anywhere, it's all just going to go into a clearance bin. That way I can make room for new inventory, you know? Something else that I want to do that's more of like a personal goal. This one's more of a personal goal. This one isn't anything serious. I want to start in the beginning of the book, and I want to make every single snuggler in the what's it called? Hold on. Mama Made Minis Knotted Loveys. There's 16 in there, and I would like to make them all by the end of next year, which is very feasible. I've already made the elephant, I've already made the cow, but I would like to start at the beginning and just make every single one, and I think that would be so fun to do. Obviously, we're starting on the unicorn tomorrow, but next year, I do want to start over and just, like, make everything in the book, and I feel like that'd just be so fun. But yeah, that's just more like a personal goal. That's nothing serious. If we do it, great. If we don't, oh well. You look so cute, Bailey. Like, do you know how cute you are in that box? Mom's asleep because, you know, it's like 1 a.m. But she's gonna laugh. I think I'm gonna, like, leave that box empty. She's literally asleep. But yeah, it's so cute. She doesn't know how cute she is. Oh, I just remembered what one of the things was that I forgot about. Okay, like 2-ish videos ago, I was making this list, and I forgot what I wanted on the list, and... Oh, wait, it's already on there. Never mind. I just didn't say it. Number 4 is the one I was thinking of. Number 4 is working on whips. Now, if you are not new, or if you're new to my channel, I used to do a lot of blankets, a buttload of blankets. I think I have 6 or 8 of them. We're almost out of time for this video, but really quickly, I have the holiday cow blanket, which is a paid pattern. I have a Spider-Man corner to corner blanket, which is a paid pattern. The log cabin mosaic crochet overlay blanket, which is a paid pattern. The Christmas cow, which is a free pattern. The haunted mansion, which is a paid pattern. The moss stitch blanket, which may or may not get frogged. The crochet long February blanket, that's 7. The custom order blanket, 8. I know there's 2 more. The heart blanket. I think there's like one more blanket. I'm just gonna say 10. 10 blankets. And there's at least 4 3. I think there's 3 amigurumi projects. But those are gonna get, one of them is gonna get frogged. 2 of them are seasonal. And I forget what the 4th one is. But here's the Santa. He's all fixed. He has a beard. And this is what it looks like. And I had so much fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is new content. I still got a few old stuff, like clips to go through. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you on the 11th. Bye!